Good evening, and welcome to my Bible study. Tonight, I thought it might be nice to read our Bibles by candlelight. So I got you a candle called Hidden Springs. I like the thought of a hidden spring somewhere in the forest. Just a nice, calm place in nature where I can sit and listen to the water. It also smells really good. Go ahead and smell it. I will go ahead and light this candle for you. I want you to just watch the flames for a little bit. Just relax your mind. Breathe in the smell of the candle and forget everything. Try to purge all the negative thoughts from your mind. Take a walk through a beautiful place, wherever that may be. Wherever you want to go. Maybe it's filled with sunflowers. Maybe it's down a beach. Or on a mountain top. Somewhere where your heart can be still and your mind silent, with just the sound of the birds chirping or the cicadas in the grass, the wind blowing through the leaves. Feel your whole body relax. Think of a happy memory, maybe a summer vacation you had, maybe a camping trip that you took, or a holiday vacation. In order for us to fully have tranquility, I want us to confront whatever burden we are facing right now. I know it's been a very stressful week for a lot of people. And right now, I want you to close your eyes and picture that problem. Whatever it is, stay calm, but picture it. Picture that problem. And then I want you to imagine a big boulder just falling and crushing the problem. It no longer exists. You can wad it up and throw it out into the middle of the ocean. Let it dissolve away. I want you to see yourself standing in the sand and looking out to that endless ocean and scrunching up your problem into a tiny ball and throwing it as far as you can into the water. I want you to feel the weight being lifted off your shoulders when this happens, because it is no longer there. Right now, it's gone. Right now, it's just you and me. And you can feel yourself at ease. You can sink to the ground and take a sigh of relief. And now I want you to breathe in. Feel your chest rise and expand, and breathe out. Completely relaxed. Okay. If you ever need anyone to talk to, I am always here for you. I'm always listening and always praying for you. You are not alone. You have a family of people here who love you and care about you. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being there for me as well. Thank you for supporting me and for loving me and for caring. I truly enjoy our Bible readings every week. And as you know, last week we read through Exodus chapter 20. So we are going to continue our journey through Exodus chapter 21. If you want to go ahead and pull your Bibles out. Or you can just relax and close your eyes as I read to you. Exodus chapter 21. Ordinances for the people. Now these are the ordinances which you are to set before them. If you buy a Hebrew slave, he shall serve for 6 years, but on the 7th he shall leave as a free man without a payment to you. If he comes alone, he shall leave alone. If he is the husband of a wife, then his master gives him a wife, and she bears him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall belong to her master, and he shall leave alone. But if the slave plainly says, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not leave as a free man, then his master shall bring him to God. Then he shall bring him to the door of the doorpost, and his master shall pierce his ear with an awl, and he shall serve him permanently. Now if a man sells his daughter as a female slave, she is not to go free as the male slaves do. If she is displeasing in the eyes of her master, who designated her for himself, then he shall let her be redeemed. He does not have authority to sell her to a foreign people because of his unfairness to her. And if he designates her for his sons, he shall deal with her according to the custom of daughters. If he takes to himself another woman, he may not reduce her food, her clothing, or her conjugal rights. But if he will not do these three things for her, then she shall go free for nothing without payment of money. Personal injuries. He who strikes someone so that he dies shall certainly be put to death. Yet if he did not lie in wait for him, but God caused him to fall into his hand, then I will appoint you a place to which he may flee. If, however, someone is enraged against his neighbor so as to kill him in a cunning way, you are to take him even from my altar to be put to death. And one who strikes his father or his mother shall certainly be put to death. Now, one who kidnaps someone, whether he sells him or he is found in his possession, shall certainly be put to death. And one who curses his father or his mother shall certainly be put to death. Now if people have a quarrel, and one strikes the other with a stone or a fist, and he does not die, but is confined to bed, if he gets up and walks around outside on his staff, then he who struck him shall go unpunished. He shall only pay for his loss of time, and shall pay for his care until he is completely healed. And if someone strikes his male or female slave with a rod, and the slave dies at his hand, he shall be punished. If, however, the slave survives a day or two, no vengeance shall be taken, for the slave is his property. Now if people struggle with each other, and strike a pregnant woman so that she gives birth prematurely, but there is no injury, the guilty person shall certainly be fined as the woman's husband may demand of him, and he shall pay as the judges decide. But if there is any further injury, then you shall appoint as a penalty life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, bruise for bruise. And if someone strikes the eye of his male or female slave and destroys it, he shall let the slave go free on account of the eye. And if he knocks out a tooth of his male or female slave, he shall let the slave go free on account of the tooth. Now if an ox gores a man or a woman to death, the ox shall certainly be stoned, and its flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the ox shall go unpunished. If, however, an ox was previously in the habit of goring, and its owner had been warned, yet he does not confine it, and it kills a man or a woman, the ox shall be stoned, and its owner also shall be put to death. If a ransom is demanded of him, then he shall give for the redemption of his life whatever is demanded of him. Whether it gores a son or a daughter, it shall be done to him according to the same rule. If the ox gores a male or a female slave, the owner shall give his or her master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox shall be stoned. Property rights. Now if someone opens a pit or digs a pit and does not cover it, and an ox or a donkey falls into it, the owner of the pit shall make restitution. He shall give money to its owner, and the dead animal shall become his. And if someone's ox injures another's ox so that it dies, then they shall sell the live ox and divide its proceeds equally, and they shall also divide the dead ox. Or, if it is known that the ox was previously in the habit of goring, yet its owner has not confined it, he must make restitution of ox for ox, and the dead animal shall become his. So that concludes Exodus chapter 21. Next week, we will read through Exodus chapter 22. I hope you are relaxed and calm and at peace. And please let me know if you have any prayer requests or praises that you would like to share. And I want to thank you again for all your support and prayers. It has meant so much to me. I can't even begin to express how blessed I truly feel that you're out there watching and listening, and that you care and read scripture with me. It is a huge blessing for me to read to you. Thank you. I'm going to do a slow countdown for you.